Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
From the stadium, Super Bowl 48 back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Roberts, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season? Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll look to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Operating from the gun. Nguyen under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Max Crosby
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw. Nguyen. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. On first down, Nguyen. Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll run on first down. Roberts. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Nguyen. Roberts got him. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nguyen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Nguyen. He's got his man on the crossing route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd time. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Throwing on first down. Nguyen. Touchdown. That's caught. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Throwing after the interception, Nguyen. And that is incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, Nguyen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first and 10, Nguyen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Nguyen.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second TD of the game. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on third down, Nguyen. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Nguyen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Nguyen. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Nguyen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again.
He's going to find his tight end Gray complete.
And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead.
Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ooh, the juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
So Burrow and the Bengals
down by a field goal, just over a minute 40 to play. Now they're 4-game winning.
Throwing, Burrow.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now Burrow.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
We're going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To throw, Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. They run the counter. It's Roberts. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, it's Roberts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Roberts. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Nguyen. He finds his man complete. That's Pope. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You know, as longtime fans of the NFL, we've gotten used to hearing worn-out quotes from coaches and players. You know the classics like, we're going to treat this like any other game, right? How many times have you heard that one? So that's what makes this next audio clip so special, because the matchup on Thursday night was anything but any other game. Check this. Here's what a microphone captured.